I'm here at the NorseForged Gathering location. Why? Because y'all have a lot of questions. And even though we have a blog on our website and an FAQ that answers all the questions, you guys still keep emailing. So I'm going to answer them in video format. And to help me answer all these questions, I brought along Justin Fisher, who's the president of Scouts of America at Camp Barnhardt. So there you go. Most of these questions are about camping, so that's what we're going to start with. Question 1, what day and time can campers begin arriving? Friday, 9 a.m. There you go. A lot of people ask if they can come early, if they can come a day or two prior. No, we rent this place and we don't have it those days. We have it for the days that we have it. Besides that, we have an entire freaking fantasy fair to build leading up to it. What day and time must campers leave by? Monday, 11 a.m. The event officially ends on Sunday evening, but we're letting you stay overnight so you can, get your rest up, so you can pack all your stuff out. There you go. Is camping included with an event ticket or is it separate? It depends. If you buy a ticket that has a camping pass, yeah, but otherwise it is separate. Anyone who is camping does have to have a camping pass, at least a primitive camping pass. Which brings me to my next question, which is what is a camping pass? Well, a camping pass is the ability for you to camp overnight at NorseForged Gathering 6. Do children need a camping pass? No, not if they're under the age of 16. Otherwise, they just need to be here with an adult with a camping pass. Are tent rentals available? Yes, for a limited time. So we have a total of like 400 of the Canvas Premier tents. Premier camping passes are separate from the standard primitive camping passes. They're not set up right now, but this is what they are. You get an elevated platform. They are 7 feet by 8 feet approximately. I would say you could reasonably fit 2 guys in each one of these. Yeah, 2 cots. Which if you get one of these, we give you 2 cots. If you don't want to use the cots and you just want to put an air mattress down, you can do that too. Have at it. Of the 400 that we have total available, we've got about halfway through sold out already. So if you want to get one of those, you got to get on it. Which brings me to my next question. If I rent a tent, do I still need an event ticket? Yeah, this is an add-on. You need at minimum a 2-day pass to get a Premier tent, because otherwise you came in for 1 day, then you camped out, and then you're still here. That don't work. While we're out here, let me show you around the primitive camping. So of our 9 campsites, which are A and B, so it's basically 18 campsites. Each of them have one of these pagodas. Pagoda? Shelter. Pavilion. All got little picnic tables. They have a light. Oh. There are receptacles, 1 on each one, but it's limited, so we're not guaranteeing power for everyone who's camping. It just can't be done. Don't hang hammocks in the shelters. Everything that you see in these campsites is primitive camping. If it's the ground, it's primitive. We will provide some rakes and clearing utensils if you need to clear out a spot. There will be in the roof of each shelter. That's what he says.
Yeah.
He's
A rake and a broom.
Rake and a broom.
Up there. Please return them to the roof of the shelter when you're done with them. Don't steal them or Norse gets charged.
Ooh, primitive camping is primitive camping. Like you're in the woods, you bring your stuff. There you go. No, you bring your own tent, your own gear. You set it up. Every campsite has several fire pits. You have to use these fire pits. You can't just go build a fire pit in the woods. This is a forestry protected area, which we'll get into that. You can bring a portable fire pit with some rules. Talk about fire safety rules.
Fire safety rules, real easy. 1, please don't have fires in your tents and in the tents that you rent from the Premier Camping, because we don't want you to catch on fire and or them to burn down. 2, you can get firewood from us. It is free of charge. We will have it out here staged at each campsite for you to use. If you wish to collect deadfall and brush to start your fire with, that is allowed, but please do not cut down any live trees or saplings or anything for your fires due to the forestry protection. Now, depending on the current status of the burn bans or potential burn bans in the area, we may or may not allow you to have fire in the fire pits because we follow local wildlife rules and regulations here at Camp Barnhardt. So,
basic fire safety rules, like what to keep nearby. How about a bucket of water, dirt or sand, a shovel, and a fire extinguisher? How about that? One of those. Please don't burn like trash in your fires. We have a trash circle. Like we have people that come around, pick up the trash. We got dumpsters. Don't burn trash. Each shelter has a trash can. I mean, come on. I shouldn't have to say this, but I feel like I should say this. Don't wear loose clothing around a fire, because if you catch fire, not only are you going to be injured, but I'm going to laugh at you, because that's funny. So all of the camping is first come, first serve, even the Premier camp. When you arrive, we'll give you a little tab thingy. You go pick out your spots and hang it up. So if you want to get a Premier spot that's super close, be here when we open. Explain the boards.
Each campsite has an information board in between the 2 campsites or located near the shelter. On this board, you'll see several objects that don't matter to the gathering. Please don't use the QR codes available here, as they will not work. Please use this camp map if you have any questions or need to know where to go or where our trails are and other shelters are located. This is our camp map, not the gathering map, but the camp map. So it'll help navigate you around the circles. If anything's broken or you need questions or something addressed in the facilities of your campsite, stop by and see one of the Camp Barnhardt staff members at the Montgomery Lodge building.
Explain the pit toilets.
In addition to our regular bathrooms and shower facilities, most all campsites have an outdoor pit toilet and an outdoor water sink. You can brush your teeth, wash your hands, anything you need to with the outdoor trough sinks here, clean your pots and pans if you're doing campsite cooking. But the pit toilets are close to campsites and available for you to use. However, they are open pit toilets. If you drop anything, it cannot be retrieved. And if you have to ask further Google search what a pit toilet is, we cannot reach your phone if you drop it down there. It's going to live a nice life forever down there.
We'll show you the nice toilets in a bit. I feel like this is like the emergency pooping station. Like if you're tromping through the woods or whatever, you know, and it comes at you real hard, or you drank some milk the night before. Oh God, gotta go now. Yeah, that's what that's for. Watch out for spiders. All right, are vehicles allowed at campsites? No. There's no exceptions to this rules, motorcycles or anything. In fact, there's no vehicles allowed past the freaking entry point for the field. All of the campsites surround the field, and it's all part of it. It's all immersive. Every vehicle has to be parked up the road at parking. I'll explain how that's going to work with the fast travel system in a bit. All of this is primitive camping, right? So it's all in the woods. So if you're somebody with like a physical disability, consider this before you think about camping. This is a 1,500 acre nature preserve, okay? There's not roads to go through. There's not paved, sidewalk. It's nature. I've had people ask, can we bring a four-wheeler out, or can we bring a golf cart? No, sorry, but no, it's a safety issue. We can't have people. We can talk about 10 to 20,000 people on foot in this area over here. We can't have people zipping around a four-wheeler. Somebody's gonna get hurt. We've had people asking about grills and camp cooking. Let's refer to Justin. Go ahead.
So camp cooking is allowed. If you want to bring your own food, bring your own grill, totally allowed. You can even cook over the fire pits in an open fire format. One thing we ask you to do with your gas grills and your larger grills that you may bring is please don't place them under the shelter. Use a minimum of 6 foot around you and 6 foot above you when you're talking about flare-ups and flame-ups, and cook outside the shelter. Small tabletop Coleman or green camping stoves can be used on our tabletops. Be courteous to your neighbors about cleanup, trash, and prevention. If you're going to cook on an open fire, please do not burn any form of trash. We have a lot of youth that come out here and cook in these fire pits, and if you cook over burnt plastic or trash, you have to run the risk of poisoning yourself a little bit there and getting sick. We don't want anybody to do that. For food and storage out here, we do have wildlife that comes out and lives in the wild with us. Please bring a storage container that locks or has a locking lid to store your food in, coolers that can be braced down with something on top of them, because traditionally we do have our friends the raccoons and the possums that come through the campsites in the evening time. And please police up all your food mess. If not, over the nighttime hours, you get these little visitors in our mice, and when the mice come around to eat all the food scraps, that then attracts our other favorite friends here in our campground, the black snake, the copperhead, and the king snake, which all like to eat the mice and the other snakes.
So we showed you the field toilets. Let me show you the good bathrooms. So each one of these bathhouses has 8 of these private toilets and showers. A lot of people were confused last year. We had like 80 phone calls about these. So these, okay, you just push the button. It's on a timer. It will turn itself off. Don't panic. There are outdoor sinks for cleaning stuff. Let's talk about the cleaning schedule.
So our camp staff will be coming by during the event, cleaning, restocking, and sweeping up and taking out trash from the bathroom areas. Should you see an issue or something runs out of stock in between their trips stop by Montgomery Lodge and just let us know which bathhouse it is, and we'll send the cleaning staff down here to make sure to top off any supplies and materials for you.
Perfect. All right, I want to show you these Adirondacks. These are open. Okay, they are open to the weather, minus, a roof, but they have bunk beds, okay? And if you have a primitive camping pass and there's one available, you can have it. You can use it if you claim it. The same rules apply to this as they do the shelters out there. No fires inside here, no cooking, obviously. They are completely open, so there's not really any privacy. But if you want to use one, campsite 6 and 7 have these. First come, first serve, have at it. Speaking about being open to the weather, let's talk about what to do in case of extreme weather, but let's do it from the top of that tower. By the way, you guys will be able to climb this tower. It's a climbing wall. It's fun. All right, we're 80 feet up a tower. Beautiful view of Baden Lake and a great view of our event space. Look at all that. Let's talk about severe weather. All right, so let's talk about some severe weather plans.
In the event of severe weather or a severe weather emergency, please go to the following hardened buildings. Your tents are not safe in a semi-tornado or severe storm. If you are at campsites 1, 2, and 3, please go to the pool house bathrooms. Either side, either open bathroom, go and seek shelter immediately. If you are in campsites 4, 5, and 6, please go to the bathhouse in the corner closest to you as a hardened building. You'll have to share stall space with your friends, but in the event of emergency, please look after the community, not just yourself. If you're in campsite 7, 8, 9 in the woods, please seek shelter in the bathhouse that's in the woods down by our ranges.
It's way over there.
Looks the same as the one out in the field.
That wind! All right, we'll give it a shot. Go ahead.
If you were in the staff staff area here during a hazardous weather event, please go into the 2-story staff lodge or stay in place in your small building shelter. If you are by chance at our pavilion / the NorseForged Gathering Tavern right here, and any form of severe weather happens, please go to the pool as well, to the nearest hardened building.
We went down a level because it was too windy. All right, protective wildlife.
Okay, so folks, you are coming to a wildlife preserve. Right across the channel there is the Wari National Forest. We have tons of wildlife around our camp other than just raccoons and small snakes and mice. There are deer, there are, the occasional migratory black bear that come through the area but don't live here. Please leave all of the wildlife alone. Don't attempt to feed or pet it and encourage it, because it will then take up residence and expect humans to do things with it. We want to leave it natural as we found it.
All right, let's talk about the fast travel system. One of our main questions is how close can you unload your camp gear to the campsite? The parking lot. It is about 500 yards or so from the entrance of the event itself. If you have your own little pull behind wagon or something like that, you're more than welcome to use that. The other way we have for you to haul your stuff is the fast travel system, which is just tractors pulling wagons. There'll be one dedicated fast travel going down this road and making a circle every 30 minutes or so and back to the parking lot. And then another one will be taking this road, circling the entire event space itself. Those tractors, the fast travel system, will be the only vehicles allowed past the main parking lot. The end. We had some people ask if they could bring RVs or campers. No, there's nowhere to bring an RV down into the campsites themselves, nor is there space in the parking area to put a bunch of campers. And no boondock camping in your car either. If you're going to be camping at our event, you got to be in a campsite. A lot of people are asking if generators are allowed. The only generators that we're allowing will be for our vendors and our performers and that kind of stuff, not in the campsite. We did that for safety reasons, for fire prevention, and also if there's 10,000 people with generators in the woods, it sounds like a hornet nest constantly. We can't have that. You can, however, bring the portable power banks or the Jackeries and that kind of thing. Those are great. Just no generators. Somebody was asking if they could do LARP fights at the camps. No, the only kind of fights that can take place are in our actual fighting pits and in our battlefield. That's it. No unsanctioned fights. That's how boo-boos happen. Let's see. Oh, there's alcohol out in camp. Yes, but it needs to remain in your camp. We have a myriad of amazing mead and beer vendors that will be here. They will be selling bottles. You can buy them, take them to your camp, no problem. Please no strolling around the event space, chugging a freaking bottle of mead. Stick to the right areas. Also, if we find you distributing or selling alcohol to minors, you'll be immediately ejected from this event and never allowed to come back. It's gonna be a quick fire of these. Is drinking water available? Yes, but I wouldn't recommend. I would recommend bringing in your own water or purchasing from the vendors. Be safe. Are there cell phone charging stations? Nope. Last year, when everyone tried to plug into the pull house and it overloaded and fried a breaker. We're not doing that. Bring a power bank. Is there cell service at camp? Yeah, there's pretty good cell service depending on who you have. Verizon, AT&T, they all seem to do pretty good out here, but some of the other ones, I don't know about them. Is there Wi-Fi? Nope. Is there lighting at camp? Nope. Just in the shelters. I recommend bringing a flashlight and a headlamp. Is there ice for sale? We're working on that. Is food sold late at night? Yeah, actually, some of our food vendors are going to be staying open pretty late. So if you need a midnight snack, go get you one. Is there overnight security present? There will be police presence here at all times, as well as EMS. We will also have guards of the realm patrolling the camp areas and stuff like that. Where is first aid located? Let's go to Justin. Let's talk about medical stuff.
So in the event of a medical emergency, we will have on-site emergency medical services staff located at our health lodge, which is just past Montgomery outside our circle. That would be for small, minor cuts, scrapes, bumps, bruises. If you have a medical emergency, please dial 911 immediately, and the on-site EMS will be directed by the Stanley County Emergency Services on where you are on location. If you don't have cell phone signal, immediately have somebody in your community reach any gathering staff member or any staff member, or run to the health lodge to take EMS to your current location. One last quick note on EMS. If you're in your campsite and you have a medical emergency and dial 911, please tell them your campsite number, either 1A or 1B, for example, 2A or 2B. That will direct the EMS on site to you faster.
Are there any areas off limits? Yes. Our creator village, which is over there, is completely off limits to everybody who doesn't have a black pass, which will only be the creators and artists, musicians, and stuff like that that are allowed in there. The pool house, besides the bathrooms, are completely off limits. The waterfront down by the lake, which is way down that trail that way, completely off limits. As far as the nature trails go, there are a couple that will have roped off with caution tape. Use your brain. If you see caution tape, there's something dangerous down there. Don't go down there. Can't have people falling off cliffs and stuff. Can I decorate my campsite? Yeah, but just remember the event's only 3 days long, so keep in mind. Can I build a themed encampment? If you choose to, it's not required. Are modern tents allowed? Yep. All up in the woods, have at it. The biggest thing with the camping is just try to be respectful of everyone else around you, There's going to be a lot of people camping out here, so Try not to be too obnoxious or anything. You know, are pets allowed? No, absolutely not. The only animals that are going to be allowed here are service animals. They have a specific purpose. Now, if you do have a service animal, they cannot be off the leash. That's not a state rule. That's a scout camp rule. It is also a safety issue because we will actually have wolves here on site as an attraction. Birds of prey. So yeah, just the service animals need to be on leashes. There is no emotional support animals allowed. And last one, can campers stay later Monday if they're helping to tear down? No, we have a volunteer staff that will be helping us with that, and we actually have another rental coming in after us, so no. I think that pretty much covers all the camping questions. If you have any other questions, please refer to our FAQ on our website as well as our camping blog on our website. It's gonna be a great event. We're excited. We are. NorseForged Gathering.com. This is a long video, so I'll see you next time.